Hi, this is Ms. Hadi. This is video number 6, FAQ 6, on what are the historical thinking skills. And these are important for both AP World History Modern and Ancient World History. These come from what's called the course exam description. So this is a hyperlink. It's bolded, it's in blue, it's underlined. If you click on it, it's going to take you to a document. So if you click on it, it's going to say, do you want to go to this document, whatever. It will open. Now, so I've already loaded it to the right page, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. So it is page 22 of 234 at the top, which is different sometimes than the page numbers on the bottom. So just go to page 22 and you can look at these actual, and 21. It's kind of hard to look at sideways, but it tells you all the different skills that your teachers are going to be working on teaching you. You don't need to look at every single thing here. I just want you to know what types of things your teachers are trying to teach you in preparation for the 10th grade AP World History exam. And so we have an assignment that we created called the skill drill that helps you prepare for some of the thinking skills and reasoning processes by helping you every week practice a little bit. And you might think, oh, it doesn't matter if I practice in these little ways, but it does. It's just like when you're eating a little bit of cake every day, you're going to gain some weight. Or if you do a little bit of exercise, a couple push-ups every day, over time, a little bit every day, it's going to make a difference. So these practices are really important, really essential. And it's a really important assignment for you to do. So you can see here some of the major types of skills we want you to learn are comparison, which includes comparing and contrasting, causation, which includes cause and effect, continuity and change, and then one that's not on here, but if you look carefully around here, it's called context, and I can go find it for you, but you just have to trust me that it's there. So let's talk about these few skills together. Okay, so there are basics that we'll be working on in 9th grade, which is cause and effect. So something happens, you want to find out what happened before that may have led to it happening. That's called the cause. And then what happens after? Okay, so that's the effect. So at the very basic level, there's what we call a historical development in HD. Let's make the cup the HD, okay? And then what happened before the cup, just to give you a sense of visual representation here. Something happened before, that led to the cup, and then what happens after? Or let's take an example, a specific example, like a cat is crying. You might think, oh, well, what happened to make the cat cry? Maybe somebody, was mean to the cat. That was the cause of the cat crying. And then what happens after is the effect. So the cat crying makes you cry because you're sad because someone hurt the cat. So the historical development is the cat crying, and then there's something before and after. Now that's at a basic level. That's 9th grade. But we want to do a little bit more for 10th grade. So we might talk about with your teachers things like primary causes, secondary causes, other causes. We might also talk about short-term effects and long-term effects. So we want to practice based on the age and the experience of the student. We're going to make the assignment slightly harder. And if you're 9th grade, it's really important you practice so that you're ready by 10th grade. Change in continuity. We want to stay away from comparing people. We really, because the AP tests are going to be writing essays where you're comparing big things like big economic systems or big religious belief systems. Mostly we want you guys comparing regions, not continents, not places, regions. So we really need to go back to your geography PowerPoint and know the regions. So when you do these practice skills on your own, you need to practice doing what happened, what changed in, I skipped ahead to comparison. When we do comparison, make sure you're comparing, contrasting regions, and contrasting, you're just looking for differences between regions primarily, although your teacher might allow you to do bigger things like religions. Then there's change and continuity. So change, everybody understands. It's pretty easy. We've been talking about change our whole lives. So there's, how something is different than the way it was before. When you write about this, make sure you write down what it was like before and what it was like after so that we can tell the difference. Don't just say, Susie got tall. No, you need to say, Susie was 5'2" and she grew, a foot. Now she's 6'2". So we need to know the difference in the change by looking at what it was like before, what it was like after. And same with continuity, but continuity is the opposite of change. Something continues. It doesn't have to continue in exactly the same shape. For example, sometimes you can argue that something that changed was also still a continuity. So for example, Susie was happy as a child and she continued to radiate positivity, okay? Then there's also historical context, which is what's going on around the time of the historical development that you see. So for example, there's polar bears going extinct because of the larger problem of global warming. I hope this helped.